pinup makeup look started, I'm going in with my Benefit Professional Primer just to make sure that this makeup lasts all day long. And then I'm going in with a white concealer from Maybelline. I'm putting this underneath my Revlon Photo Ready foundation, and I'm applying these two together using a Kabuki face brush. I really want my foundation to look extremely pale for this look, and I want to look just like a comic book, so this white really helps to bring that out. Using my ring finger, I'm applying the NYX Above and Beyond Full Coverage Concealer in the color Porcelain right underneath my eyes to get rid of any dark circles, and then using it on my eyelids to prime as well. And then I'm going through with my NARS Radiant Translucent Setting Powder and setting my foundation. We're going to start using a black gel liquid liner, or you can use a black pencil, whatever you have. Today I'm using the COVERGIRL Intensify Me Liquid Pen Liner. And I'm carving out my eyebrows. You want to make sure that these are really, really dramatic. And what I found is easiest for this look is to draw your basic shape and outline it first on both eyes, and then go through with that same black pencil or liquid liner, whatever you have that you're using, and fill in your brows. And then what I like to do is just add a little bit of definition by drawing some false extra hairs on top of the brows. Remember that you want this to look like a cartoon. You do not want this to look natural whatsoever. So don't be afraid to fill those brows in and make them nice and dark. Now I'm taking that same liquid liner pen and drawing a really exaggerated crease onto my eyelid. You want this to be drawn right above where your crease naturally is, so it doesn't get hidden by your eyes when they're open. So using that same liquid liner, I'm going to go through and line my lips. I decided to use this liner pen on the places I thought might rub off the quickest, and then I ended up switching to a KAJAL or KAJAL, I don't know how to say it, more of like a waxy crayon consistency liner. This one is just a black from Physicians Formula, and I'm using that to carve out my cheekbones and then drawing myself a little chin line, and then using that same kind of waxy pencil to draw out my jawline as well as defining my hairline. Now what you're going to do is define your nose by drawing two kind of C-shaped lines on the corners of your nose, and then filling in the inside of your nostrils as well as exaggerating it a little bit above the top of them. This is a little bit awkward feeling, but it ends up looking really cool. Just go slightly over where your nostril actually is, and then you're going to want to carve out the bridge of your nose by drawing two kind of curved lines halfway down the center of your nose. So now I'm switching back to that liner pen and drawing myself a new crease line right underneath where my lash line actually is. You're just going to want to draw a new one on there and then connect it to the outer corner as well as into the inner corner. Once we have our basic eye shape carved out, we're going to start on the lips using this NYX lip liner pencil in the color Hot Red. And I drew on a little triangle on the corner of my bottom lip first. This is going to mimic what it would in a comic book, which is when the girls have like a little shine mark on their lip. So draw a little triangle for yourself on the bottom as well as on the top in the opposite corner, and fill in everything with that red liner pencil except for these two little triangles. Once everything else is filled in with that red pencil, we're going to take the NYX Jumbo Eyeshadow Pencil in the color Milk. And this is just a really nice white matte color. This is also what we're going to be using on the dots on our face. And just go through and fill in those little gaps. Then on our eyes, I'm using a Rimmel eyeshadow pencil in the color Tempting Turquoise, but this has sadly been discontinued. So a perfect dupe is a NYX Jumbo eyeshadow pencil in the color Electric Blue. Just go ahead and fill in your eyeshadow. And then as always, I'm using my e.l.f. liquid liner in the color Black to make a really dramatic winged liner for this look. Remember just to go all out with this. Don't try to make it look natural. It is Halloween and we want to look like a comic. onto the neck and the chest, you just kind of want to carve out the places that you would normally see be drawn on in a comic. So I like to go right underneath my collarbone and then 2 lines right down the sides of my neck, as well as a little curved line on my throat, and then 2 other little lines on the sides of my neck. And then I'm taking that same kohl eyeliner and giving myself 2 little concerned marks. Now all of these other steps are kind of optional. If you don't want to do the concern look, or you don't want to do the little teardrop that I'm going to add, that's totally fine. But now I'm going in with this black liquid liner, also from e.l.f., the same one that I used on my liquid liner. And I'm just drawing little X's on the bottom of my lower lash line to mimic some extra long bottom lashes. Now for the teardrop, I'm using that same black liquid liner from e.l.f. And if you mess up like I did, just wipe it off with a Q-tip. It should come off pretty easily. And then to make the little shine mark on the tear, I'm using MAC's Fascinating Eye Kohl, and then filling in the blue part of the tear using the Revlon Color Stay Skinny Liquid Liner in the color Electric Blue. And then make sure that you go back around those edges and make them nice and black using that liquid liner. And once your teardrop is filled in, we're going to start making our dots. Make sure that your pencil is really sharp for this, because we want all the dots to be around the same size. And to make the dots today, I'm going to be using the NYX Jumbo Eyeshadow in the color Milk. And I decided I needed another little line on my nose, so just feel free to add whatever lines you think you need. And then using a twisting, stamping kind of dotting motion, just go ahead and fill your whole face in, and your neck and your chest and everything that you have exposed with that pencil. You can go ahead and do your hands with this, but it will rub off, so just be careful with what you have on. And then fill in your lower lash line all the way down to the new black line that you drew in using that same white pencil. And then I'm just taking a black matte shadow from my Smashbox Full Exposure palette and really smoking out that new lash line that we drew on. Then I'm going to go in with 2 coats, top and bottom, of the L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara, just to get my lashes nice and full and black. And then I did end up applying some Halloween lashes. I just found some really cartoonish ones from the Halloween store. You can feel free to use whichever ones you want, or skip them if you feel like doing that. And then take that same matte black and kind of fill in the spaces that the lashes may have left. Now we're going to get started on our hair, giving ourselves a really deep side part and sectioning out all of our hair. This is so easy to do, so I'm just kind of going to speed through it. I'm just taking 1-inch pieces of hair and a 1-inch curling iron with the clamp on it, and curling all of these pieces of hair towards my face on both sides. And then once you get up towards the front bang section, you want to curl the pieces of hair right under. This is going to give that really pretty pin-up look. So make sure that you give it a spray and let the curls cool completely. And then once you are done with that, you're going to kind of want to spray it, let it cool, and then go ahead and add some accessories if you want. I just added some really cool like ball earrings. And then you want to brush out these curls and just kind of play with them a little bit and position them where you want them to be. So after your hair is all brushed out, you're just going to want to take a fine tooth comb and back comb your curls up a little bit. This is just going to help your hair look nice and full. And then I like to finish the look off by tucking one side behind my ear and making sure that the roots are really nice and teased in the bang area on the opposite side. And once you've given it a final spray, this is what it ends up looking like. I absolutely love this. Let me know if you guys try this out. Comment below and let me know if you have any more Halloween makeup suggestions. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.